Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about what it means to be strong. I've noticed that a lot of people have a rather unhealthy definition for the term strength or mental strength for better clarification, where they tend to believe that being strong means kind of suppressing your emotions or ignoring them or choosing to not deal with those difficult things and instead to just act tough and keep moving forward. But that isn't actually mental strength. That's avoidance. That's trying to avoid the things that make you feel unpleasant. And that's the exact opposite of mental strength, because that means you're not actually dealing with your problems. You're choosing to avoid them. So, a better definition of what it means to be strong is choosing to be courageous and brave and choosing to tackle those difficult things head on. Choosing to tackle those difficult emotions, those things that make you feel unpleasant, because everybody deals with them, but we all handle those emotions in a different way. But the strongest people out there, they confront those emotions head on, and they decide to allow themselves to feel them and not try to suppress or ignore them. Because when you suppress them, all it does is defeat the purpose, because now those emotions are going to linger because you're not allowing them to be released. You have to feel your emotions to let them be released. Suppressing them doesn't do anything. It doesn't solve the problem. It just makes them go into the subconscious where they linger there without you really realizing it, which is really horrible because then you'll often act on those emotions and you won't even be aware of it, and it'll steer your life in a direction you don't want to go. So choose to be mentally strong in the face of those emotions. Choose to be courageous and to tackle them head on, to allow yourself to fully feel them when they arise. I know that it sucks, believe me. There have been times where feeling my emotions was no fun at all, and it made me almost wish that I was dead instead because the emotions were so strong. But then I realized that that was just me buying into that avoidance behavior because I would much rather be alive and deal with really heavy emotions than to be dead and feel nothing at all. So I immediately squash that inner voice that likes to take that avoidance route because it's super unhelpful. So choose to be strong. Choose to fully feel those emotions and to allow them, because then they actually get released. And surprisingly, when you take this route, it takes you less time to heal from things than if you try to avoid them. Because most people like to take that avoidant route just because it's more comfortable, but ironically, it ends up delaying their healing by an immense amount of time. That's where people say like time heals everything, which I wouldn't even say that that's actually true. It's more that just after a while you kind of have distracted yourself and avoided those emotions so much that they get suppressed so deep down that you don't really realize it anymore, but they're still there, just at a very deep level. So all it will take is a future event that's similar to the one that triggered you before, and you'll get triggered again, and all those emotions will rise up to the surface again, and you'll realize that you didn't actually heal. So take the time to feel those emotions, because then you heal really quickly. Well, I can't say super quickly, but for me it's rather fast. It'll be a different time frame for everyone, but it will be far faster than you trying to avoid those emotions. So as much as it sucks, just feel those emotions and they'll get released with time. And it'll be quite a bit of a time and energy saver for you. So I would always suggest taking that route. And that is pretty much how I would define mental strength. Having that courage and that bravery to tackle those unpleasant things in life head on, to not distract yourself from them, to not avoid them, to be strong in the face of whatever life throws at you, because life will end up throwing a lot of shit at all of us. It's just a fact of life. There'll be good times, there'll be bad times, and we can't avoid any of it. So it's going to happen. So for your own sake, please choose to be mentally strong so that you can handle anything that life throws at you. Because think about this, you've already made it through everything else that life has thrown at you so far, right? So you more than have what it takes to do this. So choose to be strong. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci.